CQ, UDX 483, South Carolina, standing by.
UDX 483, World Radio 464, California.
464, California. You're making a good trip to the Carolinas this afternoon, my friend. Got you 5 and 8, beautiful clear audio.
Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, you're making a great trip out here in California. 7-9, and man, just sounding real good. Top of the afternoon to you. Hopefully, you're staying warm there.
Oh yeah, I came out this morning about 7:30 and turned 2 heaters on, and by around 10 I had it almost to 60.
Copy on almost to 60. Well, that's not too bad. Still pretty chilly though. Yeah, we're in the low 20s here at night, and I guess in the mid 40s in the daytime right now, just outside of Yosemite National Park.
Roger on that. Yeah, we're supposed to get that next week with this polar plunge or whatever they're calling it. Supposed to be in the low 20s, low 40s for the high, and possibility of the very rare snow here. Possibility 2 days next week, I do believe it is. But yeah, I'm sitting nice right about now. I'm sitting at 70 in here with just the one heater going. It warmed up into the lower 50s this afternoon.
Hey, roger that. So if you do get that snow, are you looking forward to it?
I like it, but typically if we get snow, we don't get just a little bit. You know, they'll say, oh, we're going to get a ½ inch, we're going to get an inch, and we usually end up with between like 4 and 6 inches, and then we get this freezing weather that lasts for like a week afterwards, and we end up having snow for like a week, and the roads ice over, and God forbid the limbs start falling, because then we're looking 3 and 4 days with no power. I don't have a backup generator, so yeah, we do without, and yeah, it's terrible. But one time we had snow come in, we got about 3 inches, and by noon it was almost gone. That's the only time I ever remember that happening in my lifetime.
Copy that. Well, I hope you get a good dusting and it doesn't cause any trouble for you. It's always nice to have a little bit of snow once in a while. Copy.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, my children have seen snow more in their lifetime than I did up until their ages, for sure. It snowed like, I want to say about 3 times, maybe 4 times by the time I was early to mid 20s, and yeah, they've definitely seen it a whole bunch more than that. But I like it. I do. But you know, I don't have a 4-wheel drive this time, so we'll be sitting on.
Well, hopefully you don't lose power. You get some good radio time and enjoy the nice view of the snow. Yeah, we get, where I'm at here, I'm right at 4,000 foot, and I get a foot of snow, you know, several times a year that only sticks around for, you know, 3 or 4 days. Year before last was a doozy. We had 38 inches on the ground, and I was pretty much stuck at home for about 11 days there. It was quite the storm there, but enjoyable. Copy.
Roger on that. Yeah, that's awesome. But of course, you got a little bit of infrastructure and a little more prepared for it, because you deal with it a little more. But yeah, definitely, that's interesting. When I was about 7 or 8, we got close to 24 inches, and needless to say, it shut everything down. The porch of the house I lived in was about 3 feet off the ground. The snow drifts were even with the porch, so you couldn't really tell where you were going. Some friends were coming over to get us out of the bed early the next morning and cut across the yard. And the one friend fell into a 4-foot deep ditch because he didn't even know it was there. He had to go home crying because he was soaking wet. But yeah, it was all fun.
It's quite the story, quite the story. Yeah, we've been a little warmer here than we should be at the beginning of this winter here. I've only had snow at the house one time, and it was just a light dusting. And yeah, it just seems like when the storms come in, it's just been too warm. Hopefully that changes here real quick, and we get some cooler weather. So I'm looking forward to it. So, all right, man. Well, certainly sounding good. That station got some loud, clear audio there, Roger.
I appreciate that. It's a budget station. It's a Anytone Quad 5 Plus. It's not the N2. It's one that looks kind of like the old DX88s. I do have a Delta M2 microphone. Little Texas Star MC250. It's an antique. She's old. She's ugly. She was filthy nasty when I got her. I called her the old dirty girl, but it was covered in adhesive and just nastiness. A positive trace was pulled off of the board, so I fixed that and cleaned her up. And she's like old dirty girl. She puts out well and seems to enjoy doing it. She'll do it all day long if you ask her to. So, she's nice. And antenna's somewhat of a homebrew. It's the base of a Mako V5000 that had a mishap across someone's